Hey everybody, Miss Dietrich. We're continuing. This is part 2 for L31. We've already looked at choice A and now we're moving on to choice B. Now what I've done earlier is I took each of these values, 1/8, 1/6, 1/4, 1/3, 1/2, and we cubed all of them and we got these red numbers. These are the numbers we will use in our proportion to determine whether or not it might be a contender as an answer. Earlier we counted out how many cubes we have and we got that there's 96 cubes. And we were in the middle of exploring whether this the 1/6 inch cube, we were about to fill in the proportion. That's when we got cut off. So if we look at 1/6, 1/6 cubed would be equal to 1 over 216. Now if we think about what that means that this little green thing that I circled here, this little corner cube, you would need 216 of those to fill up the 1 inch, or the 1 inch. So now let's apply that to the proportion, because recall that we got 96 cubes here when we counted all this out. It's an 8 by 3 by 4, 96 cubes. Not cubic inches, but cubes. All right, so now let's use proportional reasoning to solve this. We can do 1 times 96, which will equal 96. And we're going to do 216 times F as our other cross product. Now remember, we're testing out choice B to see if this is a contender. We're going to solve by dividing both sides of the equation by the coefficient, which in this case is 216. And this cancels out, and we're going to bring down the F, which by the way stands for full unit cubes. Full unit cubes. All right, now this is not an improper fraction, it's a proper fraction. So we would want to explore whether or not, if we simplify this, are we going to get this 4/9 that they're talking about here? So here's what I propose we do to figure out what might be the GCF, because remember we're trying to simplify, and let's put it over here, 96 216ths. We're trying to simplify this. Now what I recommend we do is let's divide by 4 to see what the GCF might be, because we have a 4 here as a numerator. That's worthy to try. 96 divided by 4, and we get 24. So that's potentially the GCF of both the numerator and the denominator. So let's divide the bottom number also by 24 and see if we get this 4/9. All right, so let's recap. 96 divided by 24, which we speculate to be the GCF, gives us the 4. So again, we're just doing simple reducing the fraction. And let's see if 216, this divided by 24, gives us the 9 that they have up here. 216, whoops, I did that wrong. 216 divided by 24 equals, and we get 9. And this is in simplest form. So we're going to go ahead and pick that. That one's a contender. Now, you have to find one more, because we already said that A was correct and B is correct. And the way you're going to find that last one is you're going to speculate which one of these you think will give us the other number that they give. So let's say you're going to explore choice C. You're going to put 1/4 inch, if we cube that, is 1/64, and you'll solve for F. Now when you solve for F, you're going to see, do I get 1 1/4 as an answer? And if you do, then pick that one. And if you don't, move on to choice D. And when you put choice D in, then your protocol is going to be to erase the 1/64, because D is giving you 1/3, so you're going to use this one, the 1/27 ratio, and see if that one, if you solve for F, do you get 3 5/9? And you're going to do the same thing for a half. So remember, for half, you're going to use the 1:8 ratio right here, and see if when you solve for F, do you get 16 cubic units? All right, good luck finding that third one.